finally the morning, and now I'll be actually able to see who has actually won the Ballon d'Or. What? Vinicius Junior did not win the Ballon d'Or? Oh my word! How did Rodri win the Ballon d'Or ahead of him? This does not make any sense. Hello guys, Luke Baller here, and so today I'm back with another brand new video. So today I'm actually going to be reacting to the Ballon d'Or rankings that have actually taken place yesterday in Paris. And for today's video, there's actually going to be some interesting content for today's video, as I'll be reacting to probably one of my favorite YouTuber and probably also my inspiration on doing YouTube, which is actually Thogden. I'll be actually reacting to his Ballon d'Or live stream highlights, and I'll be also reacting to the top 30 final rankings for the Ballon d'Or. So sit back, relax, maybe get a cup of coffee, and let's get right into today's video. And now we are actually going to be reacting to Thogden's Ballon d'Or 2024 stream highlights.
I'll translate it for anyone that doesn't speak Spanish. They were kicking off on the pitch. Vinicius Jr. having a fight with Gavi. It's 4-0, by the way. It's about to be full time. And they should be handshaking. There should be respect between the two. And Vinicius says, yeah, but on Monday, I'm going to get the Ballon d'Or.
Okay, I think firstly, my opinion on this is, obviously, as you guys know, Vinny has this massive ego that he has, like, when he's always very, very proud whenever he wins anything or what. But I think when you are losing 4-0 against your biggest rivals in probably one of the biggest games that you're going to be playing this season, you should not be actually saying that so early, as I think Barcelona, most of the players are actually going to vote for Rodri, who was obviously the popular player to vote for the under all of the Barcelona players. But I think that really Vinicius Junior, there's very massive disrespect to not just himself but also to all of the Barcelona players, especially when you are losing 4-0 to your biggest rivals.
He says it to Gavi as they're fighting. As they're fighting. I swear, this is not true. This is not true. This is actually what Vinny's... So, put this in mind, by the way. The only reason Madrid found out, the only reason Real Madrid found out that Vinicius Jr. was not going to win the Ballon d'Or, by the way, this happened 2 days ago, is because Man City sent an email to the club and said, commiserations, you've not won it. That's the only reason. So no...
Okay, so I think for this statement, I think this is where the situation gets really bizarre. So if you guys have actually watched the previous editions of Ballon d'Or, the players are normally notified by the Ballon d'Or board if they are actually gonna be in the running to actually win the Ballon d'Or. But I think it's very weird that it's actually Manchester City who are in charge of informing Real Madrid that Vinicius Junior will not win the Ballon d'Or, and considering that Manchester City actually is the club of Vinicius Junior's rival for the Ballon d'Or, which is actually Rodri, and so this situation is really bizarre, with me thinking that the Ballon d'Or board should be actually in charge of notifying Vinicius Junior about him not winning the Ballon d'Or, not Manchester City.
Nobody at Ballon d'Or actually told Real Madrid whether they'd won it or not. Whether they'd won it or not. Can you believe that? But of course, when Messi and Ronaldo were during that Ballon d'Or era, for the final one, for example, Ronaldo didn't show up to Messi's last Ballon d'Or. Thank you for the donation. Vinny had no idea. He was going to turn up to Paris with 20 friends. Remember what I said? He was going to turn up to Paris with 20 friends. He'd already rented a nightclub in Paris. And imagine, oh, by the way, the winner, Rodri. I think it's for... I can't believe that City told Madrid. Everybody knows that Vinny should have won it. It's facts. This is Big Steve's message. This is a City fan's opinion in the chat. I don't think so. I'm not having it. I'm not having it for 1 second. No, you're not having it in the Thogden d'Or. The Thogden d'Or is said. Third place, Rodri. Second goes to Danny Carvajal, and first goes to Vinny. And fourth goes Lamine Yamal, and fifth is Bellingham. That's it. This year, we all watch football. The Thogden d'Or confirms it. This list with Vinny at the top is correct as a...
Okay, now I think we are actually gonna get the full ranking of the players in the Ballon d'Or. And first, let's talk about obviously the top two with Rodri and instead winning the Ballon d'Or ahead of Vinicius Junior. And guys, tell me in the comments down below what is your opinion about this Messi situation with Vinicius Junior so-called getting robbed by the Ballon d'Or. And yeah, so I think that this is actually not the biggest robbery that we have had. In the previous years, we had actually Van Dijk back in 2019 where he was practically the best player in the world, but he actually did not get a Ballon d'Or due to Messi, if I'm not wrong, getting a treble after, if I'm not wrong, they lost to Liverpool 4-0 in the Champions League semi-final, which Van Dijk and Liverpool went on to win. And I think that that is probably a very, very big robbery by the Ballon d'Or on Van Dijk. And I think there was also one back in 2020, if I'm not wrong, where Lewandowski was robbed after scoring 40 goals, if I'm not wrong, in the Bundesliga, and many people actually expected him to win the Ballon d'Or, but if I'm not wrong, the Ballon d'Or was actually cancelled due to the ongoing COVID-19 situation that was actually happening all around the world. But if I'm not wrong, recently Lewandowski has managed to get his deserved Ballon d'Or, so congrats to him. But I think probably the biggest ever robbery in the Ballon d'Or award history has to go to Haaland, who actually lost a Ballon d'Or last year to Lionel Messi, who I think the only major trophy that he won was practically the World Cup trophy, which I think he really didn't deserve. But I think that is really a huge robbery to see a player scoring 50 goals, winning a treble, to lose to a player who just basically won the Ballon d'Or due to a World Cup, which I do not really understand. And let's talk about the rankings also with Lautaro Martinez in the seventh position, which I think is well deserved considering that he had such a good season. But I think the biggest problem is actually Cole Palmer in 25th, which I do not understand at all considering that Palmer had a very good season last season as his first probably professional season, as he, if I'm not wrong, managed to get the player of the year for England. And yeah, I think that's a huge worry considering that Palmer has really changed Chelsea from being, mid-table regulars to now consistently challenging for Europe. And let's talk about the other rankings, and let's talk about actually Ademola Lookman being ahead of Federico Valverde, Nico Williams, Odegaard, and Bukayo Saka. So I think really Ademola Lookman does not even deserve to be on this Ballon d'Or list, as I think many people will just say that he just particularly he's on the Ballon d'Or list just by scoring a hat trick against Bayer Leverkusen, which in the end effectively ended their unbeaten run in all competitions, where we could have at the likes of probably Jamal Musiala, Jeremy Frimpong, or even Mohamed Salah, who I think was absolutely robbed. And yeah, so that are all my comments for the Ballon d'Or rankings. And now let's continue on with the reaction video.
Source had the full list apart from the top three, and he just predicted the top three. So Rodri first, Vinny second, Bellingham third, Okay, how have they put Danny Carvajal below Jude?
Okay, this one I really agree. I do not understand how is Danny Carvajal behind Jude Bellingham. So many of you guys might actually say that, Jude Bellingham actually had a better season. But considering that Jude Bellingham did not actually win the Euros, and plus he actually lost to Danny Carvajal and Spain in the final, and I think that really Danny Carvajal should have actually been third in the list, as he was just very immense for both Real Madrid and Spain.
How can you win the Euros and the Champions League? Danny Carvajal, right? This is official statement to football. Right backs and left backs are constantly disrespected. It's not all about clout and how they play and the skill moves. Let's put respect on the guys that work hard every day, have the mentality. If you watch Bellingham's YouTube series, if you watch it, he says in the final episode, at the Champions League final at halftime, Danny Carvajal says to Bellingham, "You should have killed us off. That Dortmund chances in the first half, they should have killed us off. They're lucky now." And the mentality switched. Bellingham was listening to Carvajal to learn how to win in big games. And you're telling me On the Ballon d'Or list, Bellingham deserves to be above him. Is that really fair? Over the calendar year of 2024, where he wins the 2 big trophies. So every Man City fan that's saying, oh, well, Rodri, deserves it this year because Haaland was robbed, or any Spaniard who says, well, Rodri, you won the Euros. Okay, bring up Danny Carvajal. Bring up Danny Carvajal in the conversation because I'm English. I've got no bias. This is what I said to Vinny before the Champions League final.
Okay, so if you guys actually didn't know what this video about, so this was basically when Thogden actually went to watch the Champions League final between Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund. If I'm not wrong, in his vlog, he was actually before the game actually possibly congratulating Vinicius Junior on possibly winning the Ballon d'Or, even if he were to lose the Champions League final due to his incredible performances.
This is what I said to Ballon d'Or, this is you. It's your turn. Did I curse? Did I curse it? Did I curse it? Did I curse it? I've just realized, guys. Did I curse it? Am I at fault? Maybe it's my fault. No. I cursed it, didn't I? Vinny, I'm so sorry. No. I cursed it. No. Guys, I don't think you understand. I think I'm the reason Vinny didn't win. I was the first person to say, oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh my God. Guys, everyone clap. Everyone clap.
Okay, I think this is really a big moment of respect for Seba, who actually, if I'm not wrong, is an internet personality from Brazil, and he is actually well known all around the world for his incredible tricks as a football content creator, and he actually put up to the biggest award ceremony in the world with a Vinicius Junior shirt. So if you guys actually didn't know, Vinicius Junior and Jude Bellingham and Kylian Mbappe, all 3 of them together with Danny Carvajal, actually did not went for the Ballon d'Or ceremony after Vinicius Junior was not going to win the Ballon d'Or. And I think this is just massive respect from Seba to Vinicius Junior after he suffered a huge loss by not winning the Ballon d'Or.
Rightly so. Rightly so. Receba is right. Goodness
And
me.
now this is actually, if
He
I'm
can
not
barely
wrong,
walk.
the part where Rodri was actually limping out of his own chauffeur car, if I'm not wrong, in crutches. And so, as you guys actually know, he actually suffered that very, very devastating injury a few weeks back against Arsenal in a huge title game where he, if I'm not wrong, he tore his ACL and he will be out for the rest of the season. But I think this is massive dedication from Rodri, considering that even though he was still injured, he still had the strength and courage to actually still pull up to the Champions League to the Ballon d'Or ceremony.
Walk. He can barely walk. That is insane. Do you know the season, Vinny, as well? I must admit, which is absolutely insane. And these are all the winners. Let me know if your country has ever had a winner in the comments. George Weah.
My country has not a single winner in this Ballon d'Or list.
Timothy Weah scored for Juve a few days ago. Stoichkov, the legend. Baggio, Roberto Baggio, Marco Van Basten, and now the new winner is Rodri. Is that on the level of the names we've had over the years? I'm not sure. Kevin Keegan won back to back. That's insane. Wow, that's a different Luis Suarez in 1960. Lionel Messi has just cleaned up since 2009. It's absolutely insane. I'm going to be boycotting the Ballon d'Or tonight. I'm not turning on the TV. I will not be watching. I'm not going to allow this. Everybody subscribe. I've got a goal of 2 million. With 149,957 subscribers from 2 million. And
yes, guys, I also have a goal. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as I'm also trying to get 100 subscribers before the end of the year.
Now, trust me, I'm going to do the biggest celebration ever when we hit 2 mil. And football, we might need a new award ceremony because right now,
And so this will actually end off my Ballon d'Or reaction video by Thogden. And so thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content. And don't forget to watch 2 videos on the screen right now, which I highly recommend for you guys to watch after this video. And this week's shout out goes out to Javier, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios amigos, peace.